Hi, this is Colleen from Keeping the Peace, Defensive Handgun Training for Women, and welcome back today for Concealed Carry Tips, Episode 5. The first tip for today is if you are concealed carrying, make sure that you ramp up your awareness of your surroundings. Anytime that you're having a gun on your body, you need to not only be aware of your body and where the gun is placed on your body, but also people that are in proximity to your body and in turn proximity to your gun. So you need to make sure that you position yourself in such a way that people can't easily access your gun without you knowing it. And also just be aware of the people that are around you so that you recognize a possible threat. The second tip for today is make sure that as you travel about in the country that you're aware of the concealed carry laws in the places where you are. So you obviously probably know the laws in the state where you live, but if you travel before you cross the border into another state, it's your responsibility to make sure that you're understanding the concealed carry laws of that state. There are several ways that you can do that. The first would be to get online and go to gun.laws.com. You can prepare a trip that way and just research the laws in every state before you leave. Jot down some notes, print out some pages if you need to. You can also purchase a book from gunlawguide.com. Right now it's going for $13.95 per copy, and it's published yearly, so it's yearly to reflect changes that have occurred in the laws over that past year. So if you're going to go hard copy, you're going to need to purchase one every year. And also be aware that sometimes laws changed within the year, and it's your responsibility to know that. So you just need to keep up. An easy way to do it nowadays, almost everyone has a smartphone of some type. So there are several apps that you can get. If you're on an iPhone, there's an app called Legal Heat. Legal H-E-A-T, Heat. It costs, I think, $1.99 one-time purchase, and it has a scroll bar where you can go through all the different states and look up concealed carry laws, open carry laws, prohibited places where you can't go, and also transportation laws. If you wanted to transport the gun through a state but not necessarily carry it, that information is covered. There's another one called Right to Bear, Right number 2 Bear. It's the same type thing, just a little bit different user interface. And on Android, there's one called Concealed Carry 50 State Guide. That's the one that I use a lot. I also use Legal Heat. It's available on Android and iPhone, and I like to just compare the two. So when Dave and I are on a trip, we're getting ready to cross into another state. I'm in the passenger side, so I'm just looking up the state that we're going into, refreshing our minds on the laws, making sure that we're aware of any changes that have happened in the states that we go to a lot, and then making any necessary changes in how we have the gun position on our bodies. For instance, we go to Indiana a lot, and in Indiana you get a carry permit, not a concealed carry permit. And when we travel into Indiana, we have to carry our gun according to the permit that we have. In Kentucky, we have a concealed carry permit. We don't have to have a permit here to open carry. So when we go to Indiana, we have to carry the way that reflects the license that we're carrying. So we have to make sure we're concealed all the time when we're in Indiana, because that's what our license is for concealing. So that's just a silly little nuance in the law that we have to be aware of. We go into Ohio a lot because it's a bordering state. In Ohio, we have to make sure that we're aware that if we get pulled over by a law enforcement officer for anything, we have to immediately tell them that we're a concealed carry license holder and that we're carrying firearms on our person. If we hesitate at all, even if we have to interrupt the officer, then we can be charged with something. In that state, you have to immediately tell them that you're carrying. You don't have to do that here in Kentucky. So there are just things that you need to know about the states that you go to, so it's your responsibility to stay aware. The third tip for today is mainly for the females. If you're concealing on the waistband or anywhere near the waistband, wearing scarves, pins, necklaces, anything to distract your vision from that area is very helpful. So if I have, if I'm concealing at the waistband but I'm afraid it might print a little bit, maybe the shirt's a little tighter than it should be or something like that, a scarf can completely draw the eye away from that. So dudes, sorry, you typically don't wear scarves, but for the ladies, that's a very helpful hint, a way to draw your eye away from any bulges or prints. I hope the tips were helpful for today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. God bless. Bye.